So I've been using TuneTrack products such as Superior Drummer and Easy Drummer for close to a decade. So in this video, I'm going to break down what are the 3 best Easy Drummer 3 expansions that you need to pick up today to add to your collection. Obviously, Easy Drummer 3 comes with an amazing library of sounds already. And if you're just getting into making music, you're going to want to stick with that. But if you want to expand your library, these are the top 3 that I think really add a lot of dynamics to your sound, can add a lot of great options to kick and snare and all sorts of different kits. So here I'm going to break down my top 3 favorites for making music and creating great music in my home studio. So let's get right into the list and let's not dilly-dally around. So first off, I'm going to explain what the price is of each of these expansions and then give you a bit of a sound preview so you know what we're working with here. So what I'm going to do is go to TuneTrack's website to show you each expansion and then give you a little bit of a sound preview in my DAW. For number 3 on my list, I have the Metal Easy X. This is actually the first Easy X expansion I ever purchased, and boy, did I not regret it. There's a lot of great kick and snare sounds here, and believe me, I'm not really particularly a metal guy. So if you're wondering, hey, I'm not really into metal music, should I get this expansion? Just the kick and snare quality sounds alone is enough to get it. It's going to be great for your rock and pop productions as well. I've used the Metal Easy X on all sorts of productions. I've made pop rock, and I love some of the snare sounds that are here. You can listen with some of the audio demos if you want to, but I'm going to take you inside of my DAW as well. The price for this one is $89. That's typically where most of the Easy X expansions by TuneTrack sit, unless it's like a Black Friday situation or something like that. Let's go to my DAW here. You can see I have the Metal Easy X. When you pull it up, it's very visually appealing as well. It's got that metal feel. So if you're into making metal music, this is a perfect one for you. But if you're not into it, I'm still going to show you why I absolutely love this expansion. So we just have some of the initial sounds here. Just right away, the kick and snare sounds are incredible. And then let's hear the toms. They're just very meaty. They've got a lot of great top end and attack as well. And then some amazing overhead sounds. It's just going to complement your Easy Drummer 3 expansion so much more. There's a ton of kicks in this expansion as well. It looks like we got 12, 13 different kicks, and we got about 10 snares. There's so much variety here, and even if you just want to layer them on, if you want to have a couple Easy Drummer 3 kits going at once, they're just amazing to add some dynamics there. So this is the big crack snare, the fat metal, and so on. As you can see, these will sound good for rock as well. So if you go to like presets here, we go to drum kits, this is the big crack kit. I love some of these other ones here, such as the deep snare reverbathon kit. So I'm going to play a couple basic grooves here so you can get an idea of what this kit is supposed to sound like. That's like the reverbathon kit. Let's go to some other presets here. I love the default kit, which is just the big crack setup. And then if I go to a section with some toms playing, you can hear how the whole kit sounds. Let's go to the thrash twist kit. That's great for like a classic, sort of vintage feel if you want. Let's go to some of the other kits here. I do like the vintage mode. This is great for like 70s sounding stuff as well. I particularly love the kick drum sound on some of these as well. Let me go to one other kit. I do like the huge kit, sounds pretty good as well. Just a lot of attack, a lot of options. You can't go wrong with this expansion, in my opinion. So if you have some extra cash, you're looking what to buy, number 3 on my list is going to be the Metal Easy X. What about number 2 on my list? Number 2, hands down, has to be the Pop Punk Easy X. I absolutely love this expansion. And again, you don't have to be a pop punk guy to love these sounds. I use this kit all the time for so many different genres. The sounds are that good. This one's also $89. If you want to hear some previews, you can do that on TuneTrack's website. I'm going to give you some previews here as I go into the pop punk kit. There's a lot of variety in this one. We see we have the pop punk aesthetic. So if you love pop punk music, I would get this immediately. This is just going to be a great kit for you. I have some grooves here as well. So let me put this on loop so we can kind of hear what we've got going on. But this is the basic kit. I'll just play it for you. Immediately, the kick drum sounds incredible. There's 5 that come with the kit. There's 6 snares that come with the kit. And then we've got a couple different tom options here. It's a little more bare than some of the other expansions. You're not going for volume here, but what you do get is incredible. Now, we'll mention as well, same thing with the Metal EZX is you do get a great collection of MIDI files as well. It comes with 4 full songs in the pop punk. With the Metal, you get about like 7 or 8 full songs of MIDI, maybe even more than that, like close to 10. So not only do you get the sounds, but you also get some great MIDI packs, which is just kind of an added bonus for getting some of these expansions here. Now, my favorite pop punk kit is actually, if we go to the Tune Track expansions, you can see they have a lot of kits here set up. I love this. Oh, let's go to John Feldman actually. This pop punk preset is incredible. And I use it for metal, I use it for rock. It just has the perfect mix of ambience and attack. You have a lot of opportunities in the mixer as well to up the ambience if you like. The size and time of the reverb. Let's check in on a few other kits here. We have Rock 2, which is a very good kit. So you can see we have some more produced sounds in the pop punk expansion, as well as some really raw sounds as well. So we can get a lot out of this one. Let's look at Super Dead. Let's see what that one sounds like. I mean, doesn't that just sound like a drum kit in your garage or something, which I think is totally the aesthetic they're going for here. They even have like a side drum snare over here that you can hit as well for different drum fills and filters like that. Just so many great options. Let's see what else we got here. I think there's one. Here we have an intro filter for like a Travis Barker style thing. Maybe you could automate that up if you wanted to. And they have these extra toms and snares here. Fairly good sounding overheads. Let me take out of a filter kit now. Let's look at fast. So in my opinion, just an amazing sounding expansion. Lots of great MIDI grooves. Amazing kick and snare sound. You can't go wrong with this one. That's why it's number 2 on my list. And now we'll get into number 1, my favorite Easy Drummer. Now, number 1 on my list is going to be by far the Hard Rock EZX by Bob Rock. This kit is incredible. I've used it on so many productions, so many matches the sounds, and there's a particular snare sound in this kit that I've used more than any other snare in any other sample pack I've ever used in all of making music for close to a decade. This kit is freaking incredible. It's based off Bob Rock's work. It works for metal. It works for rock. It works for pop. It doesn't matter. This kit just freaking kills it, in my opinion. And I think I got it for actually, I think I got this free when I bought Easy Drummer 2. They gave you an extra EZX. I'm glad I chose this kit. It's incredible sounding. It's $89, which is a steal. Let me go to the expansion in Easy Drummer 3. This kit absolutely kills it. Let me loop a little section here just so you can see what the basic kit sounds like. But I'll show you some of my favorite kick and snare sounds that are in the kit. But like I said, this kit can kind of do everything. It's just so mind-blowing how good this is. Let me loop this little section here for you. I mean, immediately that room just sounds incredible with the basic preset. We get 5 kicks, 4 snares, but these kicks and snares pack a punch, and a couple different sets of toms, and some even just one tom. So you're probably like, hey, there's not a lot of kit pieces, but each kit piece is so good. The snares in this pack are incredible. So this is snare 1, the Ludwig Black Beauty. It's a famous snare. The Done It Maple prototype. I've used this snare on so many productions. It's just super fat. It's got just, this impact when you hit it. The Brady Shoke snare. A lot of punch. And then the Tama Bell Brass. You just can't go wrong with any of these snare sounds. They sound so good. And they just have that feel that I want. We've got some great presets too. We've got Champs which you could use this for pop punk stuff if you wanted to. Sounds incredible. Let's see. And we have some Bob Rock presets as well. Bob Rock 1 is basically like Metallica Black Album. I mean, these kicks just kill it. We've got this Yamaha, the Ludwig Ply. It's like more of a vintage style kick. The Ludwig Vestel here. The Ply ported. A lot of attack and click on that one. And then the Gretsch USA. And they explain in making this EasyX that they combined a whole bunch of samples and a whole bunch of things to get the kits that they do have. And it just absolutely killed it. The mixer has some reverb and room abilities. I mean, that just sounds massive. Listen to the toms in this tom section here. It just is such a massive sounding drum kit. So many great options. I love the heavy Ludwig preset as well. Let's go to my favorite kick is the Yamaha. My favorite snare is the Maple Prototype. Not to mention, you get a whole library of grooves. Let's go hard rock here. You get about 4 or 5 songs, but hey, you get some grooves along with some amazing sounding drum kits. That's why this is number 1 on my list. So that's an overview of my 3 favorite EZdrummer expansions. These all sound incredible. If you pick any of these up, you will not be disappointed. But number 1 for me is the hard rock expansion by Bob Rock. Just absolutely kills it. I love the sounds, and I've been using it on productions for a very long time at this point. So if you have any questions, leave it in a comment down below about any expansions. There's so many expansions. I don't own every one of them, but I've done a lot of research. I've listened through on a lot of them. And if there's an expansion you really like that wasn't on my list, I'd like to hear your thoughts in a comment down below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And anyways, I'll see you guys next time.